Alright, we are going live with the pack with Loki and Lika. Hey Saravesh, how's it going? It's pretty rainy for us outside, so we're staying inside today. Thank you so much. Love from Canada. We're over here in Quebec City, Canada. As you can see, it's pretty rainy outside. Not a great day. Loki is a little restless today. Hey Saravesh, how are you?
Lika is pouting in her corner. She just wants to be left alone.
Little girl. We're gonna try to liven them up. I've got just a thing. We got some big old bags of Pure Bites. We got some chicken jerky. And some beef liver. And look who we got here. They know what's going on. Laika, assis. Loki. Ici. Assis. Good boy. Was that any good? Yummy. Hello, Rachel. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today. Look at these guys. Very cool. How old is your Husky? $7 months old, so he's still a little troublemaker, like Loki. Loki's a lot better now, but he must be pretty big. He's gonna be a big boy or girl. Is it a boy or a girl? A boy. You see, Loki is a little smallish for a boy. Lika's a little bigger than him. That's so funny. Yes, exactly like the Marvel Loki, which is actually a northern god, the god of mischief. So we thought it was appropriate for this little troublemaker to be called Loki. Laika and Loki are pure Siberian Huskies too, but Laika's parents were a lot bigger than Loki's parents, so I think that's why he's a little more, a little smallish. But he's almost as heavy as Laika, and he's only 9 months old. He's 46 pounds, and Laika's 49, and she's 4 years old. What's up, girl? Hey, Husky and Wolf Dog, how's it going? How are the pups? Look at these guys. I got some more stuff for them. Where did I put it? I think I put it over here. There we go. A squirrely and this guy. Got them a couple of toys, and now they're gonna be super excited. Let me just take this tag off. I got a little chipmunk and a squeaky toy. I see. "25 inches at the shoulder." I'm not sure how tall Loki is actually. I think I'm gonna have to measure him up. Now I'm super intrigued. And Lika is not gonna be left out. What time is it? It's 5 p.m. Hey. Six p.m. in Nova Scotia. You guys are pretty close though. We're in Quebec City, so just an hour difference. Lika, you don't even want to play with them. Look at this guy, hoarding all the toys. He's got the chipmunk, the rope, the balls, the whatever this is. In Ireland. That's very cool, Rachel. What time is it in Ireland, where you live. Lika can choose whatever she wants. She's just like, what's going on? All the toys are over there, and Loki won't let me play with him. He's just a big toy hoarder. He's got some more underneath the chair over there. I'm pretty sure there's some underneath the couch too.
Yeah, we got ball 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 balls underneath the couch. Gonna have to take those out. I'll do it later when I'm gonna pass the vacuum cleaner. 1016. Ah, well, that makes sense. Sorry. The secret stash. Yeah, Loki has a lot of those. Sometimes it's over here. This is a trick he actually learned from Laika. He puts the toys right here, and they're hidden, and then Laika doesn't find them, and it's all for her. 1017. Yeah, over here it's 5 o'clock. Well, 5:15, whatever. It's been a pretty rainy day today. This morning it wasn't raining, so we took the opportunity to go take a little walkie with the dogs, and I worked a little bit on the yard. And now that it's raining, we're just chilling inside. Rachel, how old are the Huskies? Loki is 9 months old, and Lika is 4 years old. She's gonna be 5 this year, in August. She's a nice and reasonable, very well-behaved young lady. Just looking at this tornado over here. Okay, he can't even decide which one he wants to play with. Good boy. Who's a good boy? She's the same age as Hero. Hero is almost 5. Oh, those are some good belly rubs. In July, so she's 1 month older than Laika. I don't know how much 1 month is in human years. Laika used to play a lot with toys, but it's like she's gotten a little shy now that Loki's in our lives. Loki is a complete toy hoarder. He just grabs them all, brings them next to him, and just rubs himself in toys and chews them till they're completely destroyed. Usually I don't really buy these kind of soft ones because they just last an hour or so. I usually go for these things. These are much more durable and much more exciting for them. All these balls, he really loves balls, especially these ones because they light up. The tug of war ropes. From time to time, Laika and Loki will use them, but not that often. Maybe a couple of times. didn't really happen that much. Lika's just chilling. He doesn't like toys. Does he play with? Is he more like a cuddly? He wants to be with you and spend time with humans instead of toys. Wow, a Kong destroyer. Those are super hard to destroy. Actually, I prepared a Kong with some treats in them. I'm gonna wait a bit and give them to him later. Loki, what's up? That's so bad. We're really lucky. Like the most they've tried to eat the furniture is right here. Like you can see, it's been kind of ripped a little bit, but not so much. Like over here. Well, it's really not so bad. I think this one is a little worse. Like right here. I think uh, I think it depends from one dog to another. It's not raining anymore, but it's still all wet outside. It's not really cool to go outside and take a walk. Well, the good news is there is no more snow. Took forever, but as you can see, like the trees still don't have leaves. That's too bad. Does your husky still destroy the couch, or is that something that he stopped doing? Does he have all the chewy toys and bones and whatnot to distract him, or is he really like a very destructive young boy? Hey, Golden Wolf Sam, how's it going? Lika, get your butt. Yeta. Yeta. Malaika. Mmm. Nice liver. I see. Lika. I see. Yeah, Loki is not a very fast learner. Uh, but then again, we're kind of we're kind of lazy on that. All the education about the trick stuff. We did the whole process with Lika. Lika is very well trained, if you want to say, but Loki is just, I don't know how to say it. He's a slow learner. So we don't want to push him in one direction or another. Anyway. Whoa. Là-bas. Là-bas. Allez, là-bas. Assis. Assis. Loki, assis. Assis. Couché. Bon garçon. What's a good boy? What a good boy. Here. You can have some chimkin. Wow. Okay. Here you go, boy. Just take it. Loki is always so defensive about food. Like he always thinks it's a competition. Clearly he hasn't figured out that there's enough for everybody. And now he's going back to the toys to make sure they're all his. Coming back here to make sure no treats have been given to anybody than him. He really thinks he's the boss of the house. All right, Husky and Wolf Dog. Good night. Thanks for joining us for a bit. Sweet dreams, pet your two beautiful dogs. Actually, I've been told that a lot, that what would change the balance between them might be having a cat. But Lika has a really, really, really strong prey drive, and I'm not sure that would work out. Also, can I know what you're doing? Lika? No. Over there. All right, Rachel. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. Hope to see you again. Lika. No more treats for now. Lika. Lika. Easy. That's a good yawn. You tired? You ate? You had treats? You fought a bit with Loki? Loki is nice and distracted over there, so you can do whatever you want. I don't want to put him out right now because I still want to give him a few, and holding the camera is it's pretty hard to open the bags when with one hand. Yeah, Loki is pretty much taken over. Like when he was little, Lika still had control, but now Lika is like, it's kind of like she accepted that he's the new boss around here. Always on his chair, chewing on something or watching everybody from afar. And Laika's always finding a nice, cool place to chill. Yeah, good girl. Who's your good girl? Tastes like treats. Good girl. Who's your good girl? How many dogs do you have? 6. Wow. Do you have a big house, or do you have like lots of land and they're mostly outside? How does that work out? Hey Anna, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Big smooches and puppy hugs from Laika and Loki. Laika's just chilling on the carpet. She got a couple of treats and she's waiting for the rest. Loki, did you already destroy that toy? Oh my god. Already? What do you do with the other piece? Did you swallow it? Ugh. Do this one. Do it like this. Oh, that's so cool. Hi, Brian. Thank you so much. Thanks for dropping by. All right, that's enough. You'll get this one later. Here, destroy the chipmunk. All right, Golden Wolf Sam. Hey, by the way, what time is it? I think you're from Israel, right? What time is it over there? Oh wow, so it's really late. Well, have a great night. It was cool to have you with us. Thanks for dropping by. Hope to see you soon. Can't wait to see your next videos. Looks like you've got a pretty crowded place with all the dogs. Ah, Sammy is sleeping. Little angels. All right. See you next time. Loki, you let go the chipmunk. What's up with that? Wow, you've got a full house. Never a dull moment. That must be that's for sure. Does he howl? Loki, you don't want to play with your little chipmunk. At 5 a.m. like a rooster. You must go to bed early, or anyways, get a nap in the afternoon. 5 a.m. That's a little too early for to my taste. Did it for a couple of months when Loki was still training to do his business outside. Had to take him out like regularly and very early in the morning to make sure he didn't make a mess inside. But now that it's all said and done, no reason to get up before it's time, before the alarms goes. Well, I have to say, when we're at the cottage, Laika gets up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. and I think it's because she hears the squirrels outside just running on the porch, and she just wants to go and run after them. And when we're at the cottage, I just open the door and let her do whatever she wants to do outside, off leash, nobody looking after her or anything. And she just stays in the general area. She doesn't go too far. And it's almost, I want to say it's kind of like on the peninsula. There's most of the land around the cottage is the lake, and like she doesn't want to go swim, so it's like a natural barrier for her. And she just runs around, does her things. When we get up later in the morning, around 9 or 10, whatever, and we just look outside, and she's just sitting on the porch, just comfortably. Hero's a little tornado. Loki recently discovered squirrels. Like I don't know why there wasn't that much during the winter. Usually there's more, but I think the winter was maybe a little harsher than usual. And but during the spring they're everywhere. They're just absolutely huge and trying to get as much food as they can. And Loki is just bamboozled by how fun that would be to go play with them. But my arm just feels the constant tugging from it, and I gotta say, I can't wait to let him go check squirrels on his own at the cottage. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Yeah, well, the ones in Toronto, those are like the big gray and black squirrels, I guess. Like city squirrels. Over here, we've got those, and we've got the like red squirrels, like forest squirrels. I don't know. Like we only see them. We only see them in the woods, but around the house and in the city, it's mostly the big black or gray squirrels. Those things are huge. They're like 2 or 3 times the size of the red squirrels.
Snoozing time.
The porcupine season is starting too, so I gotta watch out for those. Lika tried to bite. Well, she did bite him, but uh, she she got 7. So we went 7 times to the vet and to pull the spikes out of her face. That was particularly unpleasant, especially for the wallet. So expensive. Loki, he hasn't experienced it so far, so crossing my fingers, not this year. They haven't experienced any skunks either. Thank God for that. I don't know what I would do with them if they smelled like skunks. Loki, you're just chilling with your balls and your toys. What's that? Is that a squirrel? Is that a bird? What are you gonna do? Yeah, Laika just doesn't learn. 7 times is a lot of times. Every time it costs between $350 and $800, so you can imagine how much money went down the drain because she just wouldn't learn that porcupines are a big no-no. What's up with that leg? What's up with that leg? Who's your good girl? Like us on slow-mo mode, and Loki's just waiting for something to happen. I think it's pretty funny how on a cloudy or rainy day their mood is just off. Yesterday they were super hyped about everything and anything, but it was sunny and hot, and actually it was the first real day that it kind of felt like summer. It was 18 degrees Celsius, no clouds in the sky, just pure sun, just a little bit of wind just to cool down. And Laika and Loki were complete completely wild, and they just had so much energy to spend. Today, not so much. They only move if I grab some treats, which I will do right now. Lika. Wow, that was really not a good catch. Lika. Lika, ici. Lika. Here you go. Have you sent it to my Instagram or have you just posted it on your Instagram? Hey, Pura y Locura Extrema. How's it going? Así. Acá, así. All right, cool. Can't wait to see it. Have you ever thought about making one of those a video where he kind of looks like a rooster with some I don't know, some feathers on his head or something like that? Ah, thank you very much. That's so nice of you. What's going on, guys? It's that time of the day when there's a lot of people coming back from work, kids coming back from school. There's a lot of traffic outside. Well, a lot of traffic. More than usual. The neighbors are not there yet. Settle down, kids. Laika, ici. Ok. Assis. Laika, assis. Good girl. Give me a paw. Donne-moi une patte. Oui. L'autre patte. Oui. Couché. Good girl. Loki, couché. Oui, bon garçon ours. Who's a good boy? And that concludes all the tricks that Loki can do. Loki can sit and he can go down. They fight a lot. I'd say it's depending on the hour. Like at night, after we've done our final walk of the day, sometimes if it's been raining outside and we didn't do as much as we should have, their Loki is gonna be still gonna have more energy than he should have spent, and he's kind of frisky and he wants to play with Lika. And there's also the fact that he's becoming a young man and has unpure thoughts about the female body, let's say it like that. And he's always trying to get on her. Lika's fixed, so that's not really a problem. It's just that Loki, we're waiting for Loki to be around 1 before sterilizing him. So we still have a a few months to go before he stops acting like that. But I'd say most of the fighting is going to be related to that, and it's not really fighting. It's more like him trying to dominate her. She doesn't want to. She puts him back in his place, and so on. Usually, when they fight, either they fight here, and when I say fight, it's more like it's more playing. I don't really consider it fighting because nothing really happens, and anyway, like what I've seen of other Huskies playing together, and when they play with other Huskies, it's always the same thing. It's a big show of dominance, but that's pretty much it. Ace climbed an 8 feet gate, hence rooster mounting. That's funny. Yeah, they really are escape artists. That's kind of the reason why we haven't really gotten to fence the property. The amount of fencing we would have to buy and to install, and the price it is really completely ridiculous. And the fact that there's so much snow. Ah, a little woodpecker. I don't know if you guys can see him. Really beautiful. Can we zoom? Got a little red head. Yeah, like I was saying, so we'd have to fence like all this wood area plus the area behind the house, coming down over here to our neighbors and fence it to the house. And it was several $1,000s to do that. And the fencing would have to be around 8 to 9 feet tall, because with all the snow we're getting here, when it's winter time, just to give you an idea, the shed, you can barely see half of the window. So I'd say at least 5 or 6 feet of snow. And if you put that snow plus the fence, I'd say during wintertime it's only going to be a 4 or 5 feet fence. So clearly not enough, and it's a lot of money for something that's not going to be really usable or anyway efficient to keep these two inside the property. Not that it would be a big property, not a big property, not that it would be a big problem. There's not a lot of traffic, and people around here, they know us, they know where the dogs are supposed to be. If they would go AWOL, but still, like some guy in a delivery truck or maybe somebody with kids might be afraid or anything. Like I really don't think it's worth it, or I don't want to take any chances. I love to have them off leash, but I really choose where I do it, and it's almost always the same scenario. We're gonna be either at the cottage or it's gonna be in the woods near the house, in the mountain. So very few chances to meet somebody. Or Brianna, what is it like to have 2 dogs because of one? I'd say one is good, but 2 is definitely better. I wasn't sure at first, but when I have to work, or when I don't really have time, or when it's a rainy day like today, all the excess energy, they don't they don't they don't show it directly to me. They play with themselves. Um, they spend much more time together. So That's a big benefit. Hey, salut Shiba Inu versus Husky. Comment ça va? Also, the other benefit, Lika took, I'd say 5 or 6 months to train, to be uh, to be clean in the house, to stop destroying stuff, and I'd say it took half that time. It took about a month and a half, maybe 2 months to do it with Loki, because he was just copying everything Laika was doing. So that was a big benefit. 6 tires you have, I'd bet. It's like from one extreme to another. Pas si pire. Journée de pluie aujourd'hui. Peu tranquille à la maison. Je suis revenu tantôt du travail et là, c'est le temps avec les bêtes. This is Loki's favorite position. Like, we're gonna be either working over here on the chairs or eating or whatever. And he's gonna be just right here looking at us on his little vantage point, comfy as can be. Laika is either here or she goes in the corner. I don't know why. I think it's because it's nice and cool near the window. Even during the winter time, this is kind of her spot when we're having supper. Beau garçon. C'est qui le beau garçon? You're a good boy. Who's your good boy? Boop. Boop. You wanna fight me? You wanna fight me, bro? That's your spot. He likes a good chin rub. Got your tongue. Got your tongue. Got your tongue. Good boy. It's funny because Laika's been shedding a lot, and like her fur is a little hard right now, and it's gonna get better in a couple of weeks. But Loki still has like his full puppy fur, and it's so soft, and it's kind of like he's not losing any of his undercoat. Hope it's gonna happen at some point, because he's gonna be really hot this summer. It's not so bad right now. Like, it's still pretty cold outside. I think it's like 13 degrees Celsius right now. But like in a couple of weeks, when it's gonna hit the 20s, I don't think he's gonna really like all of that that extra fur he's been keeping. But it does make him super, super soft. Well, we kind of have a lot of that. Like it doesn't show too much, but we we've been cleaning around the past couple of days with the doors. We've been starting to open the doors to get some fresh air in the house, and like a lot of the hair has been flowing around, and it was like, oh, I think it's time to pass a little vacuum cleaner. But the trick is to do it at least, I'd say at least 2 times a week, or else you just lose control and it looks like there's just hair everywhere, in your mouth, in your clothes, on the floor, underneath everything. As soon as something makes a little bit of wind, like there's like a cloud of fur that jumps in your face. Like I did the carpets, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. And like I just passed my hand and it's already full of it. Like this is all the undercoat. I found out the easiest way to do it is just by hand. You just rub it. You see, that's just one rub. It's completely crazy. No treats. No. No treats. Go over there. Lika. Hello, Happy Dog Petco. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. We're doing fine, and you? Loki. They started shedding at 10 months. Well, Loki is 9 months old, so I guess he's gonna be starting pretty soon. Well, I hope he is, because like I said, he's got just so much fur. If he doesn't start losing it pretty soon, he's gonna be really hot this summer. Laika's almost done. She still has a little bit of like the never-ending fur in on her butt, but that's just the hairiest place on her. She just it's just never-ending. But most of the rest of her body is pretty much on her summer fur. We keep all the hair, like if you're wondering why I'm putting it there, we keep it, and we've got a little stash outside for the birds, so they can make their nest for the little ones. We've got a lot of wildlife over here, so it's kind of nice to give them a little hand with what we can. We've got a bird feeder in the front of the house. We're gonna install pretty soon the second one in the back of the house. Oh, there we go. Yay. That lasted a nice 1 minute. All right, all right, all right. That's done. Yeah, it's really nice to give them a little hand either with food or with stuff to build their nests and whatnot, and it also makes them come closer to the house. We can watch them. The dogs are super excited to see all of this wildlife action, and I gotta say I like it. I like it a lot myself. That's one of the main reasons why we decided to stay a little bit out of the city and be in nature. Yeah, the chipmunk is pretty much done for, but I knew it when I bought it. Like these things last. It's a matter of minutes. But there's just so much toys, and Loki just plays with one, and then he forgets all of them. Like he's not gonna be playing with any of these toys. The one he's really super active about right now. Where is it? Ah, it's underneath the table. Of course it is. Of course it's underneath the table. This thing. I found this at Home Hardware, and it's the best toy. It just glows all these different colors, and I don't know why, but it's his favorite at the moment. He just loves it. They're pretty much on a slow-mo mood right now. Hi, Linda. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a great evening. Lika is just resting. Loki is looking for trouble. Can't figure out with what ball he wants to play. Thank you so much. After buying this one, I got this one because I thought it would be kind of similar, but he doesn't play with it that much. Hmm? 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 Thank you, Brenda. That's very nice of you. We're happy you like it. You got all the balls. What are you gonna do with them? Hmm? You want to get those underneath the couch. The secret stash. They have a few. Um, Lika, what are you doing there? Lika. Lika, allez, sors de là. Some of the health issues they have, um, they can have problems with their eyes. Um, some of them can have problems with their hips, but generally they're pretty problem free. Uh, of course, you've got to keep in mind that they are very, very active dogs, so some accidents may occur, either if while biking or sledding or whatever activity you're going to do. Sometimes I've heard a lot of people say that they're running in the woods and the dog just stepped on in a hole and broke a leg or stuff like that. But that's not really, I wouldn't say it's a health issue. It's more about like the way they, a bit more of a behavior issue. The fact that they're super active is gonna cause some of these little problems. But other than that, I have to say, like, they've had a clean bill of health. Well, Laika is almost 5 now, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with her. She's super healthy, super active. She's she's very, very, I'd say low maintenance. Like she's very clean. She doesn't smell bad. Uh, yeah, mostly mostly a lot of fur that's gonna be everywhere in the house. Other than that, they want to constantly go outside for walkies and to run around and be active. My favorite dog. Wow, that's gonna be a hard one. I don't think I really have a favorite one. Like, they're just so different. Uh, Laika is much more independent. She's gonna be the one to tell you she wants cuddles or she wants to be pet. Other than that, she's just gonna be doing her own thing or resting on her corner. All right. See you next time, Petco. Have a great one. Loki is much more affectionate and is going to be much more cuddly. He's always looking to be next to you, to get some pets, to get physical contact. And the fact that he's still a puppy, well, he's not. He's just 9 months old. He's still very, 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 very active, and like I think that's kind of demanding on like the interactions you have to give him. But no, I can't say I have a favorite. They're just they're just so different. It's like saying which one of your kids is your favorite. I don't think you can really do that. Where'd you put your ball? There it is. When we got Lika, actually I wanted a German Shepherd, but my wife wanted a Husky, so evidently we got a Husky. And now I'm so glad we did. And the best proof is we got another one. Because actually, this one is, I was the one that wanted him. Like, your ball is right here. You keep pushing it away. Good girl. For our lifestyle, for what we like to do, Huskies are really the best dogs. They're just very gentle. They're great family dogs. Very active. They're great to keep up with what what we usually do during our leisure times, hiking, biking, jogging, whatever. They like the outdoors at it, just insanely. Like when we go to the parks or stuff like that, and we're in the near general area, they just start. I wouldn't say go crazy, but like they get super excited, and like they know we're going there and that we're gonna go for walks, and they're just the best. And I'm fully conscious that they're not the best dogs for everyone. Like, I think in some ways we're privileged to be able to have these dogs because we can offer them the lifestyle they require to be happy. Like they've got all the space that they could ever want. We've got a lot of time to be with them. Me and my wife both work at home, so we're always with them. They're not left really alone in a kennel or whatever. And we spend most of our leisure time walking and going hiking and going in the woods or going to the cottage. So they're really living the life. Lika, what's up? What's up? Good girl. Well, Loki has separation anxiety, but I'd say the only real moments where it happens is if we're going maybe to the movies and we evidently we can't bring him with us to the Cineplex, so he has to stay alone in the house with Lika for maybe 2 or 3 hours, and he's gonna complain, he's gonna howl. Um, he started to try to destroy the basement, but we bought him a cage, so we leave him in the cage. He's really not happy about it, but like it happens a couple of times a month. Like it's really not something something that happens a lot often. So, and we talked about it to the vet, and they've got like an animal behaviorist over there, and he said that with with him getting older, and also the fact that at some point we're gonna have him castrated, it's gonna help a lot. And there's no need to take any steps or to do anything before before that's done. Uh, Loki, hey, what is that? What is that? I have absolutely no idea what that is. Anyway, so yeah, he's got a little separation anxiety, but not enough for us to do anything radical right now. We're gonna write it out. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, like we're thinking about getting him castrated around 1 year old. once he's fully developed, to be sure he's at his maximum height. And Lika, what's up? No, we're not gonna mate them. First of all, because they're cousins, and also because Lika is has already been spayed, so that would not be possible anyway. I know what you want. This is what you want. This is what you want, right? Here. There's little treats on the side. Oh, thank you. Thank you. There. Wow, you're really not interested in any of those, right? All right, treat time. Laika, Loki. No. Gotta be faster. All right. Au tapis. Laika. Sur le tapis. Sur le tapis. J'ai plus rien. I've got nothing. Nothing for you. You had all the treats. Hey, Fox. Yeah, of course. Of course I would be there. I'm interested to see everybody and talk to everybody. I think it's really interesting to know what's going on in other people's channels, and also to know a bit more who's interested in us. Oh, sorry, I missed that part. Sorry, Fox. Laika, ici. She's looking for the treats, isn't she? No, ici. Là-bas. No worries. No, actually, they're cousins. Loki's mother and Laika's father were brother and sisters. So that makes them cousins. Obviously, Laika is 4 years old and Loki is 9 months old. So there's a few years between them, but that's also one of the reasons why we're not gonna be. We didn't pursue any attempts to have them mated. All right, Nancy. Have a good one. It's raining over here, so we're not gonna be going anywhere until this clears out. Oh, looks like it stopped. but it's still gonna be wet and cold outside. Yeah, they're pretty big. Uh, Lika for a female is pretty big. She's almost 50 pounds. She's 49.6, I think. Last time we went to the vet. And Loki at 9 months old, he's 46 pounds. Yeah, we actually tried a couple of things like that. But Loki is an anxious little boy. Yeah, we did the whole going out for a walk for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, get them real tired up, and then leaving them for just 20 minutes, half an hour, just to see if just to see if they would take it better. And Loki is just, even if I leave for 5 minutes, he's just gonna be super anxious and crying, and so at some point he's gonna grow over it. But for now, that's how it's gonna be. My opinion on small and big dogs. Um, I think these are medium dogs, but I prefer medium and big dogs than smaller dogs. I think they're just, well, I like to handle them and play with them and wrestle them, so that's why I prefer it. But I can easily see like someone with mobility restrictions or uh, either health issues or whatever. If you want a dog and might not have the time or the physical ability to go on long walks or be pushed around because the dog is playful and stuff like that. Like, I think a small dog is the right choice. Still a dog, it's just smaller. But for me, like, there's no substitute for something like a dog you can just handle and push around and play with and rub and like wrestle a bit, and that's just what I love about. Yeah, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah, actually, it's when we visited the vet at first, and we talked about the separation anxiety of Loki to the animal behaviorist. These are some of the things he suggested us to do. We've pretty much tried all of that, but it's been a few months, and he was still very young. So we're definitely gonna try all these procedures again, because we're gonna be taking vacations this summer, and the pups are gonna be staying with my sister or my father. They're gonna be alternating from one to another, and like, I know they're gonna have to be in the crates at some point. Laika behaves very well. She doesn't even need to be in a crate. You can just leave her in the house and she's gonna behave. She's gonna find a spot and sleep, or just do her thing. But Loki is, well, he, like I said, he's not there yet. He needs to be confined to a crate, or he's gonna start destroying stuff systematically. But yeah, like, I think the last time we did all those exercises was when he was 4 months old. So that's almost 5 months ago. We should try that again. Yeah, we got a crate for Loki, but he he started to destroy it. So we're not using it as much. And that's something funny because he sees the crate at home as something where he's going to be left in, as where when we go to my parents' house or my sister's house, uh, they they have dogs also, and the crate they use is just always open, and he just goes in it naturally. Um, yeah, the crate over here is always open. He's always got access, but he really I think he associates this one particularly with something negative. So we might just change the crates altogether just to be sure. What are you doing? What do they eat? Loki, being a puppy, he's still on his puppy kibble, well, puppy dry food. And Lika is on a raw diet, and that's going really well. It's actually been really good for her fur. She's got a lot more appetite because she wouldn't want to really touch all the dry food before. She would eat because she was starving, but like not because she wanted to. Yeah, we thought about just selling the crate on online, and just buying a brand new one that maybe it's gonna smell differently, and we're just gonna try the whole experience with something different. And did we try putting water in the dry food? Um, yeah, we actually we did the water thing. We did olive oil. We what did we do? We tried giving some like itsy bitsy pieces of treats, like dried liver and stuff like that. And Laika would just nibble at one or two and just leave it there for the day. And at some point during the night, she was like, she'd be, well, I'm uh, I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have to eat. So she would eat, but like I didn't think that was really good. And like I think eating is one of the nicest things you can do in life. So I think it's so enjoyable. I think it was important that she was enjoying her meals too. Actually, it's really funny because sometimes Loki doesn't finish his dry food, and Laika is gonna jump on it. Like I think it's the fact that it's always the same thing, and she wasn't always she didn't want to eat it all the time, and now that it's chicken, like she just doesn't get over it. Yeah, sure, I can show my face, no problem. Reverse. Hey guys. So, like I was saying, Loki. Loki. There you are. Loki is on his dry food, and that's gonna be how it's gonna be for now. At some point, maybe when he's around 1.5 years old, um, we're gonna switch him to raw diet, and once the raw diet is nice in place, we're gonna try meddling with the quantities and the different stuff we put in it. Um, Laika is really easy. It's just chicken. We've got some liver. Sometimes we put an egg if we're gonna be doing something a little more active. just to get that boost in proteins. We give her some dried peas and sometimes some like a little bits of pieces of apple. Yeah, she does. She does that from time to time. She's gonna just rub her face with her paws and kind of like. I don't think she's trying to clean it. I think she's more likely scratching her face or scratching her nose. Loki's pretty funny that way. Like he's not gonna use his paws. He's just gonna rub his head all over, like either on the carpet or on the bed. So, yeah, they're pretty funny. Trying to what? What is that? Well, looks like this one's done. Hey, hey, hey. Here we go. That's finished. So let's see. How many toys has he destroyed in the past hour? 1, 2, 3. 3 and counting. There's no point in buying really expensive toys because they just end up at their same place, in the garbage. The most durable toys are these ones, like these hard balls. He really likes them. That's why we got so many of them. Actually, this one we didn't buy. This is actually a friend who was here with his kids, and this is one of the kids' toys, and Lika started playing with it, and so they let us have it, obviously. 1, 2, 3, go. Good boy. Who's a good boy? No, it's not Lika. It's you. Boop. Oh, yeah. Oh, good boy. What toys are left? Like I was saying, like all the really, really undestructible toys are left. Like this thing, this thing, this one. This one is really durable. Actually, this was Lika's toy, and it's still alive and still kicking. This is left. I really don't know why. It's really soft and it's actually made for kids. This thing is indestructible. This is where I bought this at Home Depot. This thing is indestructible too. All these hard balls. This is like our. What was that? Well, whatever it was. So I think it was a bird, but it's long gone now. Yeah. Most of the toys that are left are balls. Like this one with holes for the feeder. Like I put some small treats in them and they just play around. But yeah, most of the toys are just are just completely gone. This is something interesting. I tried it for the first time, and I gotta say, I'm very impressed. It's here you go. It's one of his favorite things to chew, and Laika really likes it too. Um, it's made with bamboo fibers, so it's safe for him to chew it and eat it and digest it, so no problems there. And it's super hard. Like, he's been going at that for almost a month now, and he's only halfway done. Oh, speaking of stuff he really likes, I've got something for him. If you're wondering, this is Laika's dinner. It's frozen, so it's unfreezing a bit. It's chicken, there's some kale, there's liver, some bone. So that's her, that's gonna be her supper for tonight. She gets one of those during the night, well, during the night for supper, and she gets two for breakfast. And depending on what we're gonna do during the day, I'm gonna put an extra egg. I'm gonna put some peas, I'm gonna put some stuff in there. So I'm gonna give her a little boost. Yeah, what I was saying. All right, Fox. It was cool to have you guys with us. See you next time. And here we go. There you go. You want it? Fox out. There you go. So I froze the Kong with some peanut butter and some treats inside. And look like I really wants to go get some lickies on those. Get it. Get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Like. Poor Laika, you're just being dominated. Yeah, it really is. It's actually something we've seen on another channel, and we thought it was a really good idea. So what we did was obviously we cleaned it out. Then we put some peanut butter in it, just enough to coat the sides. Then we put a couple of treats and just shaked it so it would stick on the peanut butter, and put it in the freezer so it would all freeze together. And once frozen, it doesn't, they can't eat it as fast, and they just play with it and just, they absolutely love it. Like, Laika. So it is 6:45. I am going to be stopping the live, and gonna start thinking about making some supper for all the humans over here. Any good dog tips? Well, I'd say the best tip I can give you is um, a tired dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog is a happy human. When you're really active with your dog and they just come back home, they're super quiet, super easy, and like they're gonna be way more responsive than if they're all hyper and they want to go outside and they want to do something. That's that's the number one rule, and that applies to any dog. I'd say especially if you've got a working dog like German Shepherds, well, any Shepherd dog, Huskies, those they really get very they've got a lot of energy that they have to spend, and if they're constantly inside and not doing much, they can get destructive and they can be have bad behavior. Other than that, I'd say positive reinforcement is the key. There's no point in being shouting or being aggressive or hitting. That's just totally inefficient. Um, the way to train a dog is through his or her stomach. If they associate the fact that they're gonna get a treat or they're gonna get something nice if they do a certain action, they're just gonna do it constantly. Other than that, I'd say try to get a pup that's gonna fit with your personality and with the type of lifestyle you have. Like if you're someone that's really active, and you want a pup that's gonna be able to follow you in your adventures, get a dog that's gonna be able to have good endurance. That's gonna be quick on his feet. That's gonna be very energetic. If you're more about being at home, cozy, get a dog that's going to be the opposite. That's going to be more couch potato. That's going to be a little less active. Uh, but still, there's always a certain amount of exercise that they're going to need to get to be to stay in good shape and to have an healthy to stay healthy. Loki's really going at it. Thank you, Linda. Lida, sorry, Lida. I need my glasses. I'm gonna need to put on my glasses to read. So yeah, hope you guys had a great time. We're so happy you could join us. We're gonna stop the live right here because it's time for us to have some supper. It's almost 7 o'clock at night. Laika is like, when am I having supper? I'm bored. Give me food. Loki's just completely going at it on his Kong with some peanut butter. He's a hungry beaver. And my stomach is starting to make rumble noises, so it is time to make some grub. All right. Take care, guys. See you next time. We're so happy you could join us, and we're looking forward